In the shadow of the majestic Rocky Mountains, where the air is thin and the wind whispers through the trees, lies a hotel that has stood the test of time, the Stanley Hotel. And built in 1909 by F.O. Stanley, the man who invented the Stanley steamer automobile, this grand hotel was designed to be a luxurious retreat for the wealthy. Set in Estes Park, Colorado, with stunning views of the surrounding mountains, it seemed like the perfect. It was during the 1970s that the Stanley Hotel's reputation as a haunted location began to take shape. In 1974, author Stephen King and his wife Tabitha stayed here. They were the only guests in the hotel that night, and they found themselves in room 217, the most notorious of all. As the night unfolded, the hotel seemed to come alive with strange noises, distant piano music. Room 217. It is here that the most chilling stories have been told. One of the most famous ghosts is that of Elizabeth Wilson, a former housekeeper who died in the room after a tragic accident. Legend has it, she was caught in an explosion when a gas leak caused an explosion in the hotel. But Elizabeth's spirit did not leave. Many guests have reported strange occurrences here. Lights flick, but Elizabeth is not the only ghost that haunts the Stanley Hotel. The hotel is also known for its ghostly children, often seen running and laughing down the long corridors. These spirits belong to the children who once stayed here during the early 1900s. They were the children of wealthy families, and although their names are lost to time, their laughter can still be heard echoing through the halls. One of the most disturbing encounters occurred when a guest reported seeing a group of children playing in the ballroom late at night. They were dressed in old, and then there's the piano music. No one knows exactly who plays it, but it is said that a spectral pianist haunts the hotel's music room. Guests have described hearing the faint sound of piano keys being pressed in the dead of night. Sometimes the music plays softly, a delicate tune filling the air, but at other times it's an overwhelming crescendo, as though a spirit is trying to communicate through the music. One particular guest recalls entering the ballroom to find it empty. As they approached the grand piano, they felt an eerie chill in the air, and the music stopped abruptly. When they turned around to leave, the door slammed. But it's not just the rooms that hold terror. There's the elevator. In the early 20th century, the hotel's elevator operator was a woman named Mrs. King, who worked for the Stanley family. After she died, guests reported strange experiences in the elevator. Some say they felt the sudden sensation of being touched by an unseen hand. Others have seen the elevator doors open and close by themselves. But perhaps the most unsettling account comes from a man who rode the elevator alone late one night. As the elevator descended, it suddenly stopped, and the lights flickered. He looked around and saw a woman in an old-fashioned maid's uniform. Over the years, countless paranormal investigators have come to the Stanley Hotel, armed with cameras, EVP recorders, and other devices, trying to capture evidence of the spirits that haunt these halls. And they have had more success than anyone could have imagined. Guests and investigators alike have reported hearing disembodied voices, recording strange EVPs, and even capturing shadowy figures on camera. Some claim they've seen doors open and close on their own, lights flicker unpredictably, and furniture shift in the night. One of the most chill. So what is it that haunts the Stanley Hotel? Is it the restless spirits of the past, trapped in this world by unfinished business? Or is it something darker, something that feeds off the fear and energy of those who pass through its doors? One thing is certain, whether you are a skeptic or a believer, the Stanley Hotel will leave you questioning what is real and what is simply a shadow in the night. Perhaps if you dare to visit, you will hear the whispers, see the shadows, or even feel the cold touch of a spirit from a time long past. But remember, once you enter the Stanley, the hotel never truly lets you leave.